Hello and welcome. Emily Kapura here, author of Happiness Happens, and I am so excited that you have landed on this page. If you don't already have your copy of Happiness Happens, you can check out any of the online retailers. They're linked to order your copy. And then there are also several Barnes and Nobles that have this book in store. So I'm so excited to talk with you today a little bit about this book. Here it is. Happiness Happens. It's a 10-week guide to help you reconnect with who you truly are, dream a new dream, and make magic happen. Now, the first thing I want to say is that while this book is set out to be done in a 10-week time period, 2 weeks at a time, I really want you to know that you can work through this book at whatever pace works for you. But remember that you got this book for a reason, and so don't dilly-dally, right? Like, do the things. And each of there's 5 steps, and for each step, there's short bits of easy to grasp information, an action step, and a place for you to reflect. They're designed so that you can do one a day, all right? And so, allow yourself to have a little bit of a timeline. Of course, you need to be flexible and do what works for you, but you probably don't need a lot of time to move through each thing. And what will happen is that you'll get distracted, or this will feel like it'll start to feel overwhelming or like too big of a deal, that you'll end up not doing the things. And again, you bought the book for a reason, so do the things so that you can change things around for yourself. The other thing before I set the book down is that I want you to know that this book was designed for you to write in it. And I know a lot of times people have a hard time writing in a book. People have a hard time folding down the pages, writing in it. I get it, but that's what this was designed for you to do. The inspiration from this book was actually from a Shinola journal that my sister gave me for Mother's Day a couple years ago. And I love it. And every time I hold that journal, it just feels like something special, but it also feels like kind of the thing that's going to help me with my ideas and inspiration and change and creating. Those are the things that I use a journal for. And so that's what this book is intended for you to think about in that way as well, that this is something special. This is exciting. This is like your guidebook. This is your map to making some massive change in your life, but doing it in a way that feels really good, okay? Not overwhelming, in a way that feels like, hey, I can do this and I can make these shifts and I can try this out and I can learn these things. That's what this book is for. So use it, write in it, play with it, carry it around. It's sturdy. I created it this way so you can toss it in your bag, so that when you're sitting at the park and you want to pull it out and you want to write in it. So when you're sitting at Starbucks after you've dropped the kids off at school and you have, a half hour of quiet time or 10 minutes of quiet time, whatever you have, you can just grab it out and think and write and do and circle. This is intended for you to do, to use, to work with, to play with, to connect with, to talk about, okay? And so the other thing that leads me to share with you is that you don't have to agree with every single thing that I write in here, okay? This is the process that I use personally. It's the process that I've walked my clients through, but just because I say it doesn't make it true for you. And part of this process is you figuring out what is true for you. This book is all about helping you reconnect with who you truly are so that you can become and live in the way that you want to, okay? And I believe that version of you, that you is still inside of you, even if it feels like you've gotten a little lost along the way. And this book is your roadmap back to you. It's your roadmap so that you can create your life in a way that's a true expression of who you are, and so that you can live in a way that feels good, where you can feel truly, genuinely happy, even when life is still messy, hard, and complicated. Because let's be real, life is not all sunshine and roses, right? Happiness is not about perfection. It's about being able to enjoy the moments that you can when you can. It's about feeling like you get to be who you are all of the time. And this book is here to help you with that. I can't wait to hear from you. I hope that you love it. If you have any questions or ideas, anything that you want to share, please reach out to me on social media or via email. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so, so much for purchasing this book, and I hope you love it, and I can't wait to hear from you. Here's to your happiness happening.